Thank you for tuning into the Phillip Scott Show. My name is Danielle DeVita and I am a proud contributor. So I have a video where a woman is telling her kids to clap their hands if their daddy ain't ish. I'm going to go ahead and roll that clip.
If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands.
Why you not clapping? Your daddy ain't either.
Good.
If your daddy ain't shit, clap your hands.
Why you not clapping? Your daddy ain't either.
Good.
So when I see things like this, whether it's social media or if it's just out in real life, I think to myself, when women are getting their children involved in things like this and matters like this, it has a, bad effect on the child as they get older. So right now they don't understand what's going on, but imagine when they're older, because things that are on the internet are going to stay there, or just the things that they're hearing from their parents, because you do have moms that are pretty much telling them your dad is deadbeat, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. Think about the effect that it's going to have on that child when they're older. And sometimes it's not even true. Now, but let's just say he's not necessarily a great father. If your baby daddy ain't ish, what does that say about you? Because you've had 4 of them, right? So you have all these children right here, which means you haven't learned from the first relationship. And I think that in this day and age, if you're dating a lot of men who ain't ish, it really means that you are not properly vetting. It means you're the problem just as much as they are. Because women who are saying this, that means you're entertaining, you're dating, you're having relations with this person, and you're having children with this person. And a lot of times we don't like to hold ourselves responsible as women. It can't just all be one person. It takes 2 to tango. And the sad thing is you think this is funny. And it's not just her, because if you go to that TikTok, there's a lot of comments that are in support of what she's doing. They think it's funny, but you lay down with this person, and even though there's different men, it seems like you are still attracted to the same behaviors because you've done it 4 times. So if he ain't ish, what does that say about you once again? And the fact that these children are old enough, which means you've been dealing with this for quite some time and still dealing with this particular father. The fact that you're even on social media doing this means you don't have class. She's not even the only one. There's actually other videos where women are, I guess, so to speak, remaking what she did, remaking this video style where they're telling their kids to clap their hands. Or some of them, I've seen one of them where the child is young, very young, and that she was just doing this. So, very sad. And I'm not even saying this, just looking on the outside, looking in, but I have dealt, I was a guardian ad litem. I was in the juvenile justice system. And so you see things on both sides. You see the family relation sides, and then you see the effect that it has on a child as a child is older. So understanding that, it ain't all men. I can tell you that. And again, I have to say, if you are running around saying black men ain't ish, what does that say about you, especially if you've made the same mistake over and over again, whether you have children or not, or if you're just saying men ain't ish, right? So it goes both ways. And I think a lot of times people are just taking their personal experience, because you haven't dated everyone, right? You haven't dated all men or all black men. It's just the men you're dating ain't ish. So it has a lot to say about the choices that you're making. And I think we need to hold ourselves a little bit more accountable in these situations. All right. And again, for those who say black men ain't ish, I'm married to one. And that's so not true. Right. I'd had my father in my life, and I can't say he ain't ish. Right. So I think a lot of times we are just taking our personal experiences and then we just place it on an entire group of people. And it's just not fair. Because, again, with the comments, a lot of people were in support of her. However, if this was in reverse, if there was a black man saying, black women ain't ish, it would be the opposite, right, of what's going on with her. A lot of people would be upset, and they would think, oh, no, it's just who you chose. So, all right, tell me what you think Thanks so much for tuning in. To learn more about my content, you can go to me on social media at Mrs. Danielle DeVita or my website, mrsdanielledevita.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Phillip Scott Show. Take care.